Listen, I get it. Life don't work out all the time. Sometimes things go in the wrong direction, situations come up, and it just doesn't feel good. Insert the God Can't Fail bands. Listen, it's more than encouragement. It's awareness. Awareness of what? Awareness of who God is around you, above you, and on the inside of you. And if you realize that God can't fail, then you also know that you can't fail either. It's bigger than an accessory. It's a necessity. Something that you need to know. I'll say it again, God can't fail. So go over there to godcan'tfail.com, get you a band, get you two, get you a bunch of them, give them away. We're trying to get wristbands on all the people all over the world so they can be encouraged that God can't fail. Listen, it's more than encouragement. It's awareness of God in you. Go over there to God Can't Fail. Yo, what's good? We're back in this thing again, man. It's your man, DM. I'm here. We're just about to have the conversation that we like to have, man. Welcome to Red Tree. That's where it is, right? I'm here with the homie Rodney. Rodney, you here?
Whoa.
I got the young homie Aiden in the room. He ain't got no mic, but he here. Maybe I'll mic him up next time. But we're here in this thing, man. You know what we having the conversations about life and what's real. Call it Red Tree because it's kind of branching off of Red and 30, the red words and all that good stuff. And so we just like to have the conversation. So, you subscribe to whatever we own and we just having the conversation, man. I love it, man. It makes me better. I don't know about anybody else watching, but it makes me better to have the talk about it, to get the ideas out, and to really just do a lot of searching, man, to see who we really are, who God made us to be. It's the best version of us, is the God version. And so that's the conversation we're having. So, right now I was thinking like earlier, man, and it's sometimes some things are just super obvious, right? Sometimes we act like it's not obvious. We act like it's, all these formulas. And sometimes life make it feel like that, right? It makes you feel like you got to learn all these different things, go to all these different classes. You got to gain all this understanding and knowledge to be somebody, when in actuality you're somebody already. When in actuality you're already made in the image and likeness of God. This is how he said it. This is his plan. This is what he wanted. We're already made in his image and likeness. And so all we really got to do is realize who we really are in him and then live that out. I was saying the other day, man, like I think the only reason we were sent here is to be portals of heaven, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like but we don't know it. And because we don't know it, because they condition us another way, then we're always struggling trying to figure it out. We don't even realize that sometimes the places, I like the last part we did, placed and planted, planted in place, right? We don't realize that sometimes even the situations that we end up in are all a part of the plan. It's all orchestrated that way to develop something in us so that we can maybe help somebody else in the future, right? It's all a part of the plan. But sometimes I think the trick is to overcomplicate it. Because if I overcomplicate it, then I always got you trying to figure it out. I always keep you in a zone or some kind of zone of limbo where you're trying to figure everything out, not recognizing that actually everything is supposed to be figuring out of you, right? Like the image of God is supposed to be coming out of you and shaping everything else in your life. You get it? That's dope, huh? To figure it out, right? And so, I'm you know me, bro. We be having the conversations, and it gets simpler and simpler for me. It gets more singular. It gets more simple. And then I realized something about Jesus, and it's dope. Like, he's not really adding anything to anybody, right? Like, he's not adding. It almost seems like he's constantly subtracting.
Yeah.
Lose your life to find a statement like that, right? Or like, nobody's left your houses, land, mothers and fathers, wives and children. God, dog, there's everybody, right? Or he tell a little dude, the rich and ruler, go sell what you got, right? That conversation, it seems like he's taking something away, right? But in actuality, he's just moving things out of the way that are blocking you from recognizing who you are and what you already have, right? Yep. If the image and likeness of God is in you, if you don't see that, then there's something that is cluttering or covering who you really are, and you can't even recognize. So it seems like, he's always, take no thought, right? He's always like moving something out the way so that you can see what you really have. It would be terrible, man, to really have what you need and to have, I could just imagine if you needed $1,000 and you got it in a band sitting on the floor in the room, but your room's so dirty.
Can't find it.
You can't find it. It's in the room. It's in the room with you. It's yours. It's in the room with you, but you can't find it because you got too much stuff in there. Too many clothes, too many books. You got food, plates on the floor, whatever it is. We've all had a dirty room before, right? Like, right. It's whatever it is. It's covering up the exact thing that you need that's already like that. That's how our soul is. That's how God in us is. We're covered up with so many ideas of who we aren't, insufficiencies, being depressed about things, crazy thoughts, trying to prove ourselves to somebody, trying to get some kind of fake confidence. And we're doing all these things, not never realizing that the greatness is right there in you already.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always like deducting things. He's reducing things from around you so that you can really see what it is. And it gets, so for me, that's how it gets. When I start hearing that, deny yourself, take up the cross and follow me, when I hear that, I don't hear any religiosity at all. I hear him telling me, yo, you just don't know who you really are. You can't see who you really are yet. And there's too many things that's defining you and identifying you, right, that is keeping you from actually realizing the greatness of oneness with God that you are. So it gets simple for me, right? So then my mind start clicking, right? And you're going to laugh at this, bro. Like, my mind start clicking. And it's almost like some duh moments. Like it's duh. Like some things are duh, right? Like duh, like wait, well, I never saw that. That's how it happens for me. When I start realizing, like, oh, why I never noticed that. So I'm sitting there. Can I run a few off to you right quick, Rodney?
Yep.
Watch this. So made in the image and likeness. Cool, we got that, right? Which is crazy work now that you're thinking about it. Like, it's crazy work that God even thinks that of us and decide to make us that way, but nobody really told us, right?
Right.
Or we definitely don't stay on that thought. So then we moving on. So then I'm gonna just jump through a few, right? One of them says, "Well, your steps are ordered. The steps of a good man are ordered." That means everything is already in place, right? Then there's another one that says, God is saying, "I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." In other words, I've already planned out peace for you. I've already planned out an expected end for you. I already planned out an expected destiny for you and what I wanted you to do. It's already in the plan. It's already in the lines. It's already in the script, right? Then you hear, before you was formed in the belly, I knew you. You hear our danger, our sanctified, like I planned you out, I already had you set up, right? Then we hear stuff like, these are the phrases, like we hear author and finisher of our faith, right? Alpha and Omega. Like when I hear all that, and I start thinking like, well, my steps are already ordered, well, the plan is already made. Well, I'm already in the image and likeness. Like, what am I trying to conquer? What am I trying to figure out? What am I trying to accomplish? It seems like I need to stop trying to accomplish and start aligning.
Mm-hmm.
And it becomes a dull moment to me, because then, like, what else do you do with that? If I tell you, Rodney, your next 10 days are planned out, how do you respond? What do you say?
Well,
Like,
what do I do?
that, right? The next question, what do I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's planned out already, if I got it all planned out, all the money already there, everything is already planned out for your next 10 days. I'm just using 10 days right now because we can't really think that fun, but it's already planned out. Everything already set up. It's already together. Then I found out today, bro, that it's like the only way I know how to respond to it, and it's so funny. The only way I know how to respond to it is, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." Think about that for a minute. Watch. I'm going to say it again. Watch. Rodney, your next 10 days are planned out. Respond to me with the prayer. Go.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy
Kingdom come, thy will be
done.
Look what I'm doing now. Hey, yo. Wait. You mean to tell me that you got the plan already?
Mm-hmm.
You've already got it set up? You've already got everything worked out like it's supposed to be worked out in the way it's supposed to be worked out? Even the mess ups, even the trip ups, even my mistakes are in the plan? Even when life don't go like I wanted it to go, or maybe I got a bad end of the deal, right? Like maybe I ended up with a situation that wasn't fair to me in my life and what I think life should be, right? Maybe you mean to tell me all that is in the plan? Oh, look, our Father, who hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as in heaven. So watch this. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and forgive our debts. See how the core is. It's responding properly to the plan.
Yep.
It's responding properly to what has already been set in motion, that was set in motion before you even had motion, right? Somebody say, I got motion, right? Like before you ever had motion, or before you ever get motion, or whatever you think, it's already set up. It was already written out and set up, and you have a particular part that you have to play in the grand scheme of it all. You get it? So now it's proper response. Now that's what we're talking about. We're talking about responding properly, because sometimes we don't respond properly. If I tell you, your next 10 days are already paid for, planned out, it's already in the itinerary, it's already what it is, right? Then all I need to do is just give me the itinerary. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Hand me the paper. In earth as it is in heaven. You already got the plan, right?
Right.
But what we do, we be like, well, man, but what about what about Tuesday, man? If we don't have, well, I don't really have enough of this. I don't really have enough. That's not the proper way to respond.
I ain't asked you that.
I didn't ask you all that, and then we call that praying.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Or we
Mhm.
call it manifesting or confessing.
Mhm.
But it's like, yo, the plan is already in place, and the plan that he got is always better than the one you're gonna have for yourself. The version of you that God sees is always better than the one that you're gonna try to work up.
Mhm.
So what I do? So now, Jesus will make these statements. Ready? He says, "When you see me, you see the Father."
Mhm.
Right. So now I need to be looking. There's Hebrews 12:2 says this. It says, "Looking unto Jesus the."
Author and finisher.
All right. So I need to be looking at this man to see what it looks like to be God.
Yep.
To see what it looks like to be one with God. You get it?
Mhm.
I need to be seeing, and if you pay attention to him, religion, sometimes the Christians, sometimes you fill in the blank, have dumbed him down to several other things when it's so much. It's a pure display of alignment with God likeness and God nature and God oneness. It's a pure display of it. You get it? So it's almost like I even I put this in my phone, and it's so dope that like it's even to the point to where like the what we call the Lord's Prayer, the Our Father prayer, is even to the point to where it's a the way I described it, it's an obvious encryption, right?
Mhm.
Like the prayer is encrypted. You got encryptions, like you got a firewall.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You got blockchain is a new thing, right? Blockchain, there's an encryption, so you can't decipher it. It's almost like a secret. It's like an obvious secret. It's like an open secret. Because when you say that kingdom come, that will be done in earth as it is in heaven, it's always hidden. So you can start praying for stuff. Man, give me some more money, man. Give me an old lady, man. Give me whatever. And then now everything can hear you, like the algorithm. You ever had that
Mhm.
happen before?
Yep.
You ever said something? Today had to be the day. I was looking up some words that on etymology.com to see, the meaning of words or whatever. And I get on there, and then I see a banner on the site, and it's advertising StockX, a bunch of Jordans on there.
Mhm.
And then the line below it, it was a B&H
Mhm.
showing me gear because I was looking up, cameras and stuff like that, right? Or it'll hear you, and then all of a sudden something pop up on your timeline like an ad, right? Right?
Mhm.
It's listening to you when you get specific. But I don't never really have no Kingdom of God ads pop up. Like I don't never really because it's encrypted.
Right.
God's way of doing things, God's airship being it never possible because it's encrypted. It's an open encryption. So he gives us an obvious encrypted way to respond to God. You get it? To
Mhm.
where the secret of who God is in you and who he made you to be in the identity remains that because it's just between you and him.
I got IP blocker.
It's an IP blocker. You get it?
Mhm.
And so now
VPN.
I'm not gonna say much to you now because the enemy coming, but he ain't got nothing in me.
Mhm.
You get me? Because he only gets something in me if I talk too much.
Mhm.
I'm running my mouth. So when you pray, watch this encryption. When you pray, it's an obvious encryption. When you pray after this manner. And it's not only an obvious encryption, it's the obvious way to respond. Because what else do you say to that?
Right.
How else do you respond to being made in the image and likeness of God? You can't respond like the normal things that we be saying, like trying to figure it out. Oh, I'm just so sad. Like, no, like you had to respond properly.
Mhm.
You get it? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. And when I begin to do that, it's a IP blocker, it's a encryption, it's blockchain that doesn't allow anything else to get in on it, and everything that's intended for me, the best version of that. And when I say the best version, bro, I don't mean the version that feels the best all the time.
Come on.
Can I say it like that?
Mhm.
Because well, you work out, lift weights, right? It don't always feel good.
At all.
You want the results.
Right.
We always want the results, but that pressure sometimes don't feel good, man. It ain't fun. It'll make you want to quit,
Fact.
right? But it's that we talk about it in another part about tilling the ground, right? The tilling process and the planting process and the tilling process ain't always it ain't the sexy part, right? It ain't the fun feel good part. It's the work part. But boy, the results that come from it, right? The results that come from it are amazing, but you got to go through that process of it, right? Even the will of God is encrypted in the work.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so so it's a dull moment for me, and I just realized like how else would I respond to that? So now it's not really like these deep things. Like I would hear Jesus say, I can do nothing of myself, right? That's not a principle. That's not a mystery or something you reveal. He's like, no, like it's an obvious thing. Like it's a matter of fact. Like I'm just letting y'all know you can't either. You can't do nothing of yourself either. You can come up with some stuff, but the stuff that you come up sometimes maybe making it worse for somebody on the other end of it, on the other part of the plan. Because
Mm-hmm.
you don't know the orchestration of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so it's almost like that, man, I my own self do nothing. As I hear I judge, my judgment is just because I seek not my own will, but the will of the one that's in me. Right? My Father working, so I'm working. I do what I see the Father. These are obvious things. He's actually given us the obvious cheat code, and not even a cheat code. He's just given us the obvious correspondence to God working through us and in us and with us.
Real-time update.
It's the real-time update, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he is giving us how to do it. Lose your life to find it. You know what I'm saying? Deny yourself, take up the cross and follow me. He's telling you these things because this is the way that you end up finding the I keep saying the best version of the God version of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always there. You just can't see it because you're taking on other versions. You're taking on other people's ideas of what you want to be, or you see something and you like it, so you start mimicking whatever that person is to get that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not even knowing what the truth is behind that thing. You get it? Then you get it and realize you didn't want it that bad in the first place.
Thanks.
Everything is already lined up in place like it should be. So now I get access to the superpower. I get access to the greatness of God that is in me by corresponding the proper way. Now we don't learn that way. We haven't learned that. We've learned, man, you got to go to school for like,
Mm-hmm.
12 years to get another degree. You know what I'm saying? Learn these lessons, man, and you got to work really hard, and you got to we don't learn the ease of correspondence. Get it? So when you tell me my yoke is easy, my burden is light, right? Take my yoke upon and learn of me. He's giving you like the correspondence. Like when he say meek and lowly in heart, that's a it's like a dull moment. That's not nothing special. You didn't do nothing special trying to be meek. You should be meek already because you realize you're not in control.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that thinks they're in control, they high.
Facts.
They high off of something and think that they are more on their own or by themselves than what they really are with God. You get what I'm saying? And so, it's obvious. It's an obvious encryption. It's an obvious response. It's an obvious correspondence to who God is in us and around us. And all we have to do is just sit back, lean back, and learn of Him on how we should correspond to God. And when we do that, you'll see that a lot of the things that you've been hoping for and working for and trying to be good enough for and trying to pray for or trying to just work all day for, a lot of those things are already embedded in your journey. Yeah, I like that. There's a word I like to use. They say it's already tucked, right? You tuck something, like it's already tucked. It's tucked in the fibers of your journey. It's already tucked in the places. It's almost like another way I can describe it is growth, right? Like at one time we were all babies. We were all before babies, we were embryos and, seeds and all that stuff like that, right? But at a certain time and a certain stage, there were ways that we developed, the ways that we grew, things that we that were added to our lives, our mindsets, our hairs growing. We get taller, we start to understand different, we develop a vocabulary, but it's all in the process of time. Like that development is tucked. That development is tucked in the ether of our journey, right? It's already been planned out. And so because it's already tucked in your journey, it's already tucked in the process, then the way that you respond is very, very important. The way that you respond is extremely important. And I love this because I'm the type of dude I like to be efficient. I don't like busy work. I can't stand busy work, bro. Like, don't give me something just to be doing it. I don't like busy work. I don't like work that's not efficient. I don't like stuff like, why are we doing? My biggest question, like, man, why are we doing this again?
Right.
I know people don't like it sometimes. But I be like, man, why are we doing it? Wait, there's not a better way to do this. Why would I just hate it. So I love to be efficient. And then when I found out I'm one with God, when I found out that God's nature is in me as me, and that's the energy I'm supposed to be on, yeah, my efficiency goes to the roof. So now my search is like, yo, how do I get efficient like that? Like, how do I get to that level? I see them over there, and I see them over there, and I see everybody telling me to be like that and be like that and be like that. No. But you told me I'm one with God. So I'm trying to see, how do I be efficient in that kind of energy? What do I got to do? What do I got to stop? What do I got to drop off, right? Do I need to let this go? Do I need to let these people go? Do I need to stop listening to this, stop hearing this? Do I need to stop talking like this? What do I need to do to be the most efficient version of who I am? Right?
633.
That's it. So this is what he's saying. But watch what I'm saying. It is an obvious encryption. It is not a mystery that's hidden somewhere. It's obvious. You get it? It's an obvious thing. And he's just stating the obvious, but it seems special to you because you condition in the ordinary.
Yep.
You condition in what the system says is ordinary. So you're so conditioned in that when he says something like, "Oh man, the great mystery, oh great," but it's really the obvious thing. We have to, the only way to respond to God energy is to submit to it.
You can't outpower it.
You can't.
You can't outwill it.
You try to outwill it. You can try to outrun it. You can do whatever you want. But the only logical and feasible response is submission. Mm-hmm. So once again, I'm just like, all right, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. When I'm talking like that, I'm aligning myself to that greatness, that image and likeness of God, that being able to create your world, that being able to create heaven here. That's what I submit myself to by that, because it's the obvious response, right? And then in the obvious response, bro, I found something out today. You want to hear something trippy? Mm-hmm. I found it today, and I was talking to Swag. Shout out to Swag. That you remember the story when, all this stuff, and then Jesus gets baptized, right? And John the Baptist, his big cousin, baptizing. Remember that? Mm-hmm. It gets to a point where right after the baptism, we hear this thing where God come out the sky and he said, "This is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased," right? And then the Spirit descend like a dove. You know the whole story, right? Mm-hmm. And then right after that, what happens right after? You know what happened right after that?
You get tempted.
Yeah, he gets led. They say he gets led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted. And I realized what happened. I realized that was a test. I realized that when God made that grand announcement, he knew what he was doing. When he made that grand announcement, he was signaling to the enemy to come and tempt him. Because everybody had been waiting on the son.
Marked him. So
he said, he right here. He right here, pull up. It's almost like he's trying to tell him where the trap at, right? Mm-hmm. Pull up, he right there. There he is right there. And so in fashion, he leads him into the wilderness, leads him into the temptation. He leads him into the trap. And then the conversation goes on, but it's so encrypted in him of who he is as one with God, that even the trick that the enemy try to offer a bunch of money, try to offer a bunch of food, all these things that usually trip somebody up, he say, "You can't get me." And then after that, not only does he beat the temptation, but then after that, he shows us how.
Yep.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. They actually sue you for your coat, give him your cloak also, right? It's almost a clarity. And then he goes, chapter 6, I love Matthew 5, 6, and 7. And then goes to chapter 6, and he starts talking, and he says, so don't do it like this. Don't do it. They doing it a certain way. Don't do it like them. When you pray after this manner. Mm-hmm. You get what he's doing? Mm-hmm. You get what he's doing? He's giving you proper correspondence to the God above you, the God around you, and the God within you. And then before you know it, just like he said, when you see me, you see the Father, you better say the same thing, because you're totally lined up in correspondence with the will of God. Yo, this is dope. This has been the podcast, man. I'm glad y'all came in to check out, Red Tree Pod. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all the stuff that you're supposed to do. I don't even want to go through all the lists. It's a Real Tree Pod. It's DM. Rodney, you good?
Good.
All right. Well, we good. We out. It's Real Tree Pod. We'll see y'all next time. Every day I'm just trying to find the best version of me, the God version of me. I'm trying to find out what I need to do, the things I need to do, the steps I need to take. What do I not know? What do I need to learn about myself? Every day I'm just on that journey. Listen, if you want to be on that same journey, you need to join the Red and 30 community. Red and 30, where we talk about Jesus, truth, and you, all using the red words. The red words are the words of Jesus the Christ. Whatever Jesus says about us, this is what God thinks of us. He tells us that we're one with God. Righteousness means being equal with God, the equity of God. It's just so many different things and shows us how to correspond to God properly. Listen, in the Red and 30 community, of course, it initially starts off with the Red and 30 reading, with a 30-day reading of the Gospels. We go over the cycle over and over again, but then we'll have conversations. We'll have questions and answers. We'll do just private lives just for the community to have these discussions, these conversations. Because I'm on a search, and I know you are as well. If you want to jump in with us, get on these red words, join the Red and 30 community, and we can do it together. Join it right now. Subscribe now, the Red and 30 community. I see you over there. When I say, your next 10 days are planned, I say, well, what is your response? The first thing you say is,
well, what do I do?
Yeah, what do I got to do, right? What you want me to do? And that's not a bad statement. What would I have me to do? Like, we hit it a lot. That's not a bad statement. But in actuality, this is why you don't hear Jesus and God in dialogue a lot. Because it seemed like it would be important for him if he wanted, if that's the way that he wanted us to really function, then he'd show us dialogue. But you don't really see a lot of dialogue between them. You get what I'm saying? Because when he says, as I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just because I seek not my own will, but the will of the one that sent me, you've already put yourself in position for the flow. You get it? So it's almost like you only ask questions when you don't know something. But if I know where I come from and I know where I'm going and the one that sent me is with me, I don't really have to ask any questions about.
Yeah, you just go.
You get it? And in that same chapter, that's John 8, in that same chapter, later on, it says, and ye shall
know the truth.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. You get it? So I got to work while it's day because night is coming when no man can work. These are the conversations. You get me? But if those that ask a lot of questions, right? They either have a need for information, or maybe their trust is at an all-time low.
Anxious.
They're anxious.
Anxiety.
They're anxious. Anxiety. They don't really trust like they think. But truth and trust they're the same family from the same tree. You should know the truth. That means you should learn how to trust. So if I know where I'm coming from, know where I'm going, and when the same is with me, then I don't really have to be asking all these questions. And if God does ask me a question, he's telling me and extracting something out of me. If he asks me a question, then I know. See, what I should know is like, oh, so that must be in there then.
I gotta see.
Yeah, there must be something that he sees in me that I don't see. You get it? Even the things that come against us sometimes. We're so busy trying to resist evil and try to get out of it. When in actuality, that thing may be showing you some power or some energy, right? Or some awareness that you didn't even know you had. You get it? That's good. And so proper response is important. It is not that other responses are wrong. You get it? It just can be less efficient. So it is the whole hearing from God thing, right? It's not a bad thing. And God talks to us. But the processes of how we learn it sometimes can be inefficient. It takes longer. So if I'm thinking just like God versus I have to hear it from God to do it, right? And sometimes I can hear from God to do it and still not be thinking like God. It becomes inefficient.
Right.
But if you pay attention, Jesus is the efficiency of God in man. If you see him and you hear him, then you realize that what he's doing is maximizing your efficiency in the plan, so you don't have to delay like everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to ask a lot of questions.
It's like using an Ethernet cable and trying to go off the Wi-Fi.
Come on, we did it. Did we do it?
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to go off the Wi-Fi, and that stream was like it was
lagging.
It was lagging, and it was like, but soon as and we had to search to find out where that plug was to the router and everything. But as soon as we hooked up that Ethernet cable, and we had a direct connect, soon as everything is almost real time. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it makes a difference. How you correspond to it, right? Do I have a problem with Wi-Fi? No, I like Wi-Fi. Right. Wi-Fi, I appreciate it.
It's good for when it's good.
It's good for when it's good. But when I'm trying to do something that needs a little bit more upload or download speed, right? That's when I got a direct connect, right? And I don't need a relay, because relay is also delay. You heard that?
Yep.
Relay is also delay. If I gotta wait for it to come to me, then it's also gonna be a delay.
Stop me from moving forward.
Yeah, when everything is now. Like I had somebody laughing today. I think a swag was talking. I said, and we hear stuff like now faith is something. Like, that's not a principle. Like, that's telling you what it is. Faith is only now.
Right.
Super Bowl gonna be in 2 weeks. Right? It's gonna be on TV, ain't it? Can you hear it right now?
Nope.
Why? Because it's not right now.
Yeah.
You can only hear it when it's live. You can only hear it when it's going on. There's no other time but now. Faith cannot be tomorrow, and it cannot be yesterday. Faith is.
No.
So the I am conversation. I'm the bread of life. I am the resurrection. I am the way. When he says all these things, he's putting you in the real time of it. You get it?
So that make you think, like, what is? Because have faith that you're gonna get this.
Gon' get.
Gonna get this in the future.
Yeah, gon' get it is the anti-faith of God. You heard that? Think about it. Watch how obvious it is. If you're going to get it,
then you don't have it.
then you don't have it. Now, all right. Now, watch where your faith gets fooled. You ready? Because he says, I'm gonna give you. He says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and what?
All these things to be added.
Right before that, he tell you, take no thought. What you gonna eat? It's those things that you value, that you think gives you your godness. So your money may not look like what you want it to look like right now. Right? You might look and say, So now you believe that you don't got something.
Now you believing that you don't have something.
You get it? And so now what you do? Off of that, that's your faith.
You have faith that you don't have something.
So now you have faith that you don't have something, and that faith that you don't have something fuels your work. Now you working out of lack. Now lack has become your God. You can't serve God and mammon. You see how slick that is? It's a, and I know somebody's like, well, no, like you have to break it down and really see what's going on. Really seeing. I was looking up the word today, motivation, because I got it this morning. I was like, what are we doing? And when I called you earlier, it started kicking. I already know when those moments come, I know he's working on something in me. And I look at the word motivation. Like, what motivates you? What does motivate mean, right? And it's like, what encourages you to move in a certain direction? But the motive is one of the definitions of the word motive from French is the will. And then immediately it hit me, boom, that I shouldn't be trying to accomplish the will of God or do the will, but I should be the will. It's to the point to where the will of God and me become a synonymous motion. It doesn't become the will of God motivates me to do something. No, the will of God is my motive.
You should be God's motive.
I'm the motive. I'm his intention. I'm God. That's good. I should be God's motive. I'm his living intention. This is what Jesus knows. So because Jesus knows he's the living intention, he just moves with intention. And there's no such thing. I text you. There's no such thing as randomness. It's not random. It's the intention of God in action. That's fire, ain't it? But see, what takes that is when you pray like this. Now, if you want to pray all those other prayers, then that's fine. Right. But you're not gonna catch on to that part of it.
Right.
You're always gonna be in a lag. You're always gonna be in a delay because you need a relay. Right? When God is embedded on the inside of us.
Direct connection.
It's a direct connection. It is not I wonder what he's saying and then go do what he's saying. That works. Hold on. Let me keep it a buck. That does work, but is it the most efficient way? No. So Jesus shows the most efficient way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to God and get instructions, or be one with God and be the instruction.
Be the instruction.
And you can't tell me it's not possible to be that way because that's what he was showing us. This is why, once again, you don't hear the dialogue. This is why you don't hear the dialogue between the two, because it is an already ingrained understanding and element in the language.
Right.
It's already done, bro.
He ain't had to ask God for nothing.
It's already done.
Mm-hmm. That's why, even with the when he was feeding the multitudes, he didn't ask to feed these people.
He did that because he wanted to do it. Rodney, fasting, it seems like he said, I want him to fast. It seems like this is the same dude that fasted 40 days and 40 nights. It seems like he'd be like, yeah, well, y'all can go 37 more. You only been out here fasting 3 days. You need to fast some more. He doesn't say that. He said, man, I don't want him to fast. So he feeds them because he wants to feed them.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of the will of God or because the people, they're hungry, got to feed the hungry. No, he just wanted to feed them. There's still no spiritual recollection or spiritual correlation to water and the wine. There's nothing. You can't. There's no spiritual thing that we think is the will of God. Like there's nothing. You just decided to
just do it.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It becomes that type of thing, man.
That can show you guys motive too.
That shows you God's motive. It shows you God's motive.
It don't need no rhyme or reason.
It don't need no rhyme or reason. It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be what it is. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
You become a lifetime. Sometimes you become a lifetime student and never be what it is, because you're always
trying to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Always the apprentice.
That's dope. Always the apprentice. That's dope. We'll use that too. All right. I think this has been good.